Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Tennis Manager. We're on episode 22. Continue on in the season. We're at a World Tour level 140 international tournament. So it's a big one for Kasanseva. Comes in as the 1 seed and gets knocked out in the very first round. That's how bad she has been. She won the opening set and then lost 5-7, 5-7 in the following 2 sets to go out. So Kasanseva literally just needs to win once and she'll have gotten further than Anne, just further cementing her position as the team leader these days. 6-4, 6-0, and she is into that second round. So there you go. She's gotten deeper into this tournament. Up against the 5 seed next. Not an easy match. We'll see how we do with this one. Oh, so close. 3-6, 6-3, 6-7 into the tiebreakers. 5 points scored in the tiebreak, but cannot come out on top. 70 total winners to their 47. So much the better player. However, 49 unforced errors. Very wild. Really needs to clean that up. Meanwhile, Ita continues to cruise through the junior ranks, a 300 level junior tournament, and she comes out the winner. So pretty solid result on that one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set our schedules for Kasanseva, and for Ita, we begin working backwards from the junior ranks and from the end of the period. So week 28 is the end of the period with the Grand Slam at Wimbledon. Kasanseva is the defending champion on that one. She was ranked 6th at the time a year ago. So this is one of those really short seasons. We have week 24 through week 28, and that's it. So I'm only going to do the single junior tournament in that stretch. We do have another junior Grand Slam week 23, so maybe we want to take week 24 off, schedule maybe 25 and 26 at World Tour level. All right, so we've been dominating rookie 50s. We've found international 140s a little tough, so I'm wondering if it's time to try the international 80s and see how we do with those. So we'll go ahead and register week 25 for an international 80. And then take a look at week 26. Looks like we're going to be back to a rookie 50 for that one. We're better on a hard surface than we are on clay, so I guess we're heading to Spain. So Ita, kind of a similar situation. We want to get her into that Grand Slam. We want to continue to boost her junior rankings, but I'm going to give her week 27 off. We'll go ahead and take a week 26 300 level tournament, which Kasanseva won a year ago. But we're going to do a World Tour ranked one for week 25. Just the one for her. Now week 21, just for reference points. We still have a few weeks to go until we get to that short grass season. For now, we have a junior 500 tournament, so one of those opportunities to maintain our status as number 1 in the junior ranks. Of course, we are the 1 seed, as we still have it for now, and we've got an easy first round matchup, and I'd probably say really all the way through the round of 16 should be pretty straightforward. First challenge of any kind comes all the way in the semifinal, and looking at the semifinal, we're looking at a matchup that has the 4 highest seeds all remaining in this semifinal. Kasanseva, the 1 seed, and Elena Ita, the 4 seed, even though she's still only ranked 7th, but she has slowly been moving up in the rankings with our efforts to try to get her into the top 8 to qualify for the finals tournament at the end of the season, and that's been paid off pretty well. So we've got Ayala, who we've gone up against quite a few times. She's ranked 6th overall. She's got the 3 seed here. All 4 of, well, Ita, really, I think we've played Ita in the past before we had signed her, maybe once. We'll see. We've got 2 players into the semifinals, so it's good points either way. It's worth 500 points for this one, so it's going to pay off relatively well. Ayala has given us a match, but we do win 7-5 and 6-3. 55 winners to her 38. Unforced errors a little bit better than our normal 19. It's still more than we want, but it's acceptable numbers for a young player. 3 double faults, though. Not a fan of that. Ita has won her match as well, so there you go. It's going to be a finals showdown for 2 of our 3 athletes going head to head. The great news is it's the final. So we're getting maximum points. We're getting title winning points and finals appearance points for our 2 athletes, our 2 young athletes, which is what we brought them both to this tournament for. So the payout is going to be decent too. It's $15,000 in prize money. So as far as junior tournaments go, it certainly pays out better than most. But there you go. A finals showdown between our 2. I'm really excited for this, and let's just go ahead and enter the locker room and get in there and see them play. We're gonna play it out fast though. All right, so early on, they're a game apiece. It's Kasanseva here in the black. It's Ita in the white. Neither one of them looking great in the morale side. Stressed and troubled they are. Both of them slightly tired, but considering it's the final, that's not bad. They've both been through quite a few matches to get here. Kasanseva taking the early lead 3-1. She is the better player at this point in time. There's a reason why she's ranked number 1 in the juniors. So she's a bit further along in her development than Ita. You would expect that she will win, but that doesn't mean anything. Doesn't mean she actually will. 28 degrees. I don't know my Celsius terribly well, as I'm in the US and we're on Fahrenheit, but I'm pretty sure that's fairly warm. That's up there. I think that's like 80 something Fahrenheit. So pretty warm day. Heavy winds, 31 kilometers per hour. And I do know that fairly well from many years of cycling coverage. And I'm guessing the 7% is humidity. Never really had that confirmed. It's 5-3 in this first set, so Kasanseva on the verge. She gets the advantage, but it's back to deuce. And Ita battles back and wins the game. And you can see Kasanseva, if you start watching closely, she's working the sides really well, but she misses wide a bit often. So her opponents have a hard time keeping up with that, but she doesn't always get it in. She's not consistent. So we need to definitely work on trying to develop her accuracy when we can. But she has won the opening set. Ita opens the second set, though. They're both stressed now, so, hey, it is what it is with that. And if we switch to the 3D analysis, you can see just how often she's missing. I mean, that's a lot of mistakes that she has made. But you can also see she gets a lot of winners in that same area. She's not played down the middle much at all, and I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of that work. She's only hit the net twice, so that's good.
Game. 2 games all. Fault. Second service.
Love the graphics, though. I mean, this is nice.
Out. 15-0.
57% on the forehands.
Out. 40-15. Game.
Finish, aggressive, neutral, defensive.
Fault. Love. 15.
Yeah, you can see she plays pretty aggressive. And success rate in each zone. She's not good. She's not very good in the finishing zone or the neutral zone, but you can see how good she is in the aggressive zone, how hard it is for her opponents to kind of respond to that.
Out. 30-0. Fault. Second service.
All right, back to the court. 5-3. This game could mean the match. Ita up 40-30 though. Brings it back. 5-4 stays alive for now. Will we see the same scoreline as we saw in the first set? And if we do, honestly, this is good. This would be a really good showing. It is 6-4, 6-4. Kasanseva with the win. Ita gives her a good match, gives her a quality, shows that she's a quality opponent, shows that she's developing. We know she's not as good as Kasanseva. So 6-4, 6-4, I think, is the right result. It keeps Kasanseva firmly planted at the top of the rankings, which is why we brought her to the tournament. But it also gives a good showing for Ita. It gives her that opportunity to come out, show some development, gain a little confidence, to know that she got into the finals, that she went up against the 1 seed, that she went deep, she didn't get her butt kicked. I mean, that was good. This is what I love about this one. We get $8,849 as a payout, and then we also get almost $5,000 as a payout. So, good result. Good result. I'm happy with that. And got through the first round, but not the second at the French Open. But it's enough to earn $20,000, making our balance for the end of the month here quite positive. I mean, we brought in nearly $50,000 in profit this month. Really getting ourselves in good shape for the upgrade that's now about 2.5 months away from being done. So I have a feeling we'll be able to put away enough money to either get it immediately or get it pretty soon after it becomes available. I don't know how expensive it'll be, but I know it's going to be a pretty big jump from where we're at right now. Ita with another 300 level tournament win at the junior level. She's just playing so well right now. Really impressed. Been working really hard in training after we spent so much time trying to work on recovering morale and just realizing that it's not going to happen, and that the best way it's going to happen is organically. Just some maturity out of Kasanseva will help with that. So getting back to now focusing on development during training. It's agility, it's footwork that I've been kind of keying in on, and you can see the results of that. It hasn't resulted in points yet, but we're moving up pretty quickly. But I've got to separate a few weeks here and there to get her to develop a bit more in training. We don't need her playing a ton. All right, so we have the French Junior Open. Kasanseva, of course, the 1 seed. Ita is the 4 seed. She's now up to 5th in the rankings after her strong showing in the last 2 tournaments, a finals appearance plus a tournament win, both junior level. So she is inching her way up, 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 up. It is the 4 seed yet again, though, as a lot of the higher ranked players are here at this one. Let's see how we do. Round of 16, things are going to start getting a little bit tougher from here. We're up against the 10 seed. Ita is up against the 15 seed. And it looks like all of the players remaining are seeded. But you can see the seedings go quite low. I mean, we've got a 23, a 27 seed. So I don't know if they went all the way down to 32, but they went pretty far down the order in the seedings. We do lose one of our sets, but we still come out on top. 55% overall in the points won. 1-7 on the aces and faults. Really poor there. 30 on forced errors. Yeah, not a very good day. Both of our ladies are into the quarterfinal. Potential semifinal head-to-head matchup between the two. Kasanseva, the favorite here, up against the 20 seed, but Ita, bit of a challenge. She's got Ayala, who we had knocked out in the semifinal in the previous tournament a couple weeks back. So will Ita be able to do the same thing, or will Ayala regain her 5th position in the rankings potentially? Our match was fairly comfortable, 6-1, 6-3. We'll see how Ita does on the scoreboard. She wins 6-4, 6-1. So well done there. And that means we go head-to-head yet again, this time in the semifinals, not the finals. You'd love to see it be a finals match, but yeah, it is what it is. Brant Moyer and Kachager again. So Kachager again getting deep. She's the 2 seed here, but ranked 3rd overall. So no Tova at this tournament. That's going to hurt her rankings quite a bit. And I think that's going to make it that much easier for us to stay the number 1 ranked player by the end of the season. I mean, it's week 23 now. It's June. There's still a lot of year ahead of us, but I really don't need to do very many junior tournaments at this point to keep that number one ranking when Frifritova is not even showing up to tournaments. This was the 6th match that Kasanseva has played against Ita all time. She does come out on top, but again, Ita pushing to the limit. Really strong from Ita. 3-6 in the opening set, 6-3, and then 7-6 tiebreakers. 4 points scored for Ita. I mean, that's just crazy that she's playing so well. She's been just about the toughest opponent for us, and we know how good she is. She's not as good as Kasanseva, but she's definitely given her a run for her money. 53% on the points won, 6-0 on the aces. So much better today. 3-1 for Ita in that department. How was she in terms of like serve speed? We've never really seen how Ita is. We know Kasanseva is pretty good. 96. Ita at 90. Second serve 85-81. Total winners 63-58. So both of them aggressive, playing aggressive, getting a lot of winners, and we're seeing how that's generally turning out fairly well. Total unforced errors is 18-23. So Ita a little more sloppy, but both of them playing aggressive. That 18 unforced errors, though, for Kasanseva is a much better showing than what she normally has. And I think that was actually the difference today. Of course, Ita showing up as losing the semifinal. We know that. She gets 5,500 for that. That's still a decent payout. That already turns the month into a profitable one. Over 600,000 now as well. Oh, Kachager forfeits out of her tournament. So Brantmeyer, who lost the opening set and was losing the second set unless it was 0-0, unless it was the first game when the forfeit happened, Brantmeyer gets pushed on, making the final likely, though certainly not guaranteed. 7-0 all-time against Brantmeyer now. 7-5, 6-2, 55% winners, 5-0 on the aces, 35 winners, not as good as before, and 18 unforced errors. In fact, both of them kind of similar in that department. But it is a tournament victory that is going to have multiple benefits. For one, good payout, 12,000. 2, plenty of points to secure our position. All right, so just checking in on the junior rankings. With fewer tournaments played this year, we're down to 21 over the last calendar year, and some of those still from last year kind of holding out. You can see we've done fewer tournaments than Frifritova, but we still have a pretty solid gap. We're 14 points clear of Frifritova. Frifritova is actually going to end up aging out of the youth rankings. Kasanseva, it's going to be hard for her to hang on to points next year. Unless we just, I'm thinking maybe next year we'll do nothing but the 500 tournaments and the Grand Slams and just hold on as best we can, but our points will definitely drop off. We might have enough to hang on to top 8. Meanwhile, Ita keeps that 5 position, so she's looking pretty good there. It's really close between her and Ayala, and she is going to lose some points this week, but Frifritova is about to lose 1,000 points upcoming, so that's going to have a bit of an impact. But big tournament win for Kasanseva. Really good little stretch for the two of them, and not losing every match, so it wasn't a terrible stretch, but she hasn't exactly done much through this episode, so it's still a bit of a struggle for her. And Kasanseva is closing in on the top 100 in the women's rankings, but she's definitely not there yet, and I think competitively she's not there yet either. I think she's still just outside of the top 100 in terms of rankings, and we will need to develop her a bit further for her to start competing regularly in the top 100. I mean, Anne is a much better player than Kasanseva in terms of actual overall quality, and Anne is only hovering around 50th in the rankings and losing a lot. So Kasanseva is going to have her hands full if she starts playing in much bigger tournaments than what she's in. So I think we've taken the right approach, but now it's time to do some training to actually get her to compete at that higher level. She's done solidly on those 50 tournaments, but I think the second half of this year, I want to focus a little more on training for Kasanseva, a little bit fewer tournaments. We'll see. Anyway, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.